Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to GG Press, the German economic newspaper Handelsblatt reported on June 9 that the European Union, EU, is adjusting plans to exceptionally include automobiles manufactured in Japan, the United Kingdom, and South Korea in its proposed Industrial Acceleration Act. This legislation, designed to favor locally produced goods within the EU, is currently being debated. The EU reportedly views these three nations as reliable partners in a united front to counter China's industrial overcapacity, aiming to align policies regarding the treatment of Chinese vehicles. If finalized through discussions in the European Parliament and member states, the exclusion relief would be highly beneficial to automakers such as Nissan Motor, which operates its primary production base for the EU market in Sunderland, northeastern England. Nissan had previously warned that if the UK were excluded from the EU's preferential measures, it could be forced to shut down the plant. According to UPI, Chinese President Xi Jinping concluded a historic two-day state visit to Pyongyang on Tuesday, marking his first trip to North Korea since 2019. During the summit, Xi and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un pledged to open a new chapter in their bilateral relations by expanding strategic communication and practical cooperation across political, economic, and cultural fields. Xi proposed boosting collaboration in trade, agriculture, science and technology, and healthcare, alongside resuming international passenger train and flight services. While the meeting underscored a renewed engagement between the longtime allies, official readouts from both Beijing and Pyongyang notably made no public reference to denuclearization or North Korea's nuclear weapons program. The visit comes at a time of shifting regional dynamics, as North Korea has recently strengthened its military ties with Russia. South Korea's foreign ministry responded to the summit by expressing hope that China-North Korea exchanges will contribute to peace and stability on the Korean peninsula. According to Al Jazeera, recent Russian military strikes in northeastern and eastern Ukraine have killed at least 5 people and injured multiple others. In the Kharkiv region, a missile attack on the town of Chuiv killed 3 people, including a pregnant woman, and injured 6. While a drone strike in the city of Kharkiv wounded 16 people, including children. 2 additional fatalities were reported in the Donetsk region. Against the backdrop of these ongoing hostilities, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy announced that he held highly positive telephone discussions with U.S. Special Envoys Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner. Zelenskyy expressed gratitude for their readiness to actively engage in reviving diplomatic efforts to bring an end to the conflict. The phone call took place as the Ukrainian leader returned from London, where he had met with British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, and French President Emmanuel Macron. The European leaders issued a joint statement reaffirming their unwavering military and defense support for Ukraine. Meanwhile, Zelenskyy suggested in an interview that Russian President Vladimir Putin's circle remains deeply divided over whether to continue or stop the war. According to Judgy Press, authorities in New Zealand's capital of Wellington ordered the evacuation of hundreds of coastal residents as massive 11-meter, 36-foot waves and powerful winds battered the southern coastline. Wellington Mayor Andrew Little declared a state of emergency for several seaside suburbs on Monday, warning residents that emergency services would not be able to assist those who chose to stay behind. Police set up road cordons to prevent access to the coastal areas. The extreme weather, which triggered gusts of up to 128 kilometers per hour, caused several flight cancellations at Wellington Airport and knocked down pedestrians. Additionally, a small stationary aircraft parked at the airport was tipped onto its side by the intense winds. Local officials noted that the waves in this event were nearly double the height of those recorded during a major storm in 2021. According to reports from NHK, Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi is set to conduct a 6-day diplomatic tour of Europe starting June 13th. During this visit, she will travel to the United Kingdom, Italy, and France. In the UK and Italy, she is scheduled to hold bilateral meetings with Prime Minister Keir Starmer and Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, respectively. Following these discussions, Prime Minister Takaichi will travel to the eastern French city of Evian to participate in the G7 summit. This event marks her first appearance at a G7 summit since assuming the premiership in October of last year. Official government sources confirmed that the Prime Minister intends to use this opportunity to engage with world leaders on pressing international issues and to actively communicate and promote Japan's policy positions on the global stage. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.